Geoff, how are you?
Good morning, Gloria. Good morning, listeners.
And you are from Activus Transport.
That's right.
That's right. I'll need you to speak a little bit close to the mic. Thank you. Now, will you tell our listeners what Activus Transport is, please?
Well, Gloria, Activus Transport is not a new organisation. It's actually a rebranding of the Southern Community Transport. A lot of people think Activus is a new organisation, but we're
been around a while.
Yeah, we've been around a long time, but we're funded by the government, and we do have some income that we do try to generate ourselves. Our main purpose is to transport elderly people to appointments such as doctors, solicitors.
Yes.
We do run social outings for people, and we do shopping trips.
Yes.
We have buses for hire at the weekend. We hire them to private organisations as well as community groups. A lot of our drivers are volunteers.
Yes.
And have been with us for quite a while.
Mm-hmm.
So we mainly sort of focus on the Southern Shire.
But you do, I know from past experience that you do sometimes take them into the city to appointments.
That's correct.
Yes.
That's correct. We had a mystery tour last week where they went down through Stanwell Park. And,
that would have been nice.
3 busloads ended up at Thurrell for lunch.
For lunch.
And then came back. And
lovely.
Last year they went down to the Tulip Festival at Barrel.
Barrel.
So anybody out there that's interested
yes.
that's living at home and they want to sort of get out and about, then give us a call. Our phone number is 9548 0122.
Right, now you've got something very exciting happening this Saturday.
Yes,
Sunday.
We have.
This Saturday?
As you and I were discussing earlier, Gloria didn't know who Activus was, and I told her that we're the old Southern Community Transport. What we've done is we've rebadged ourselves, and we've got
and coloured yourselves
yes,
too.
in purple and orange.
Yes.
And on Saturday, the 20th, they will be showing off our colours with a convoy to Cronulla.
Right.
Kicking off at 9 o'clock at our depot at Engadine.
Yes.
And we'll have 20 vehicles in the convoy, and we'll have a pseudo police escort at the front.
Yes, yes.
And we're inviting people to come along and hop on the bus. We've got about 100 spots that if people want to sort of, they'll be picked up at our Engadine depot around 9, and we envisage that they'll be back by 11:30 at the latest. So if they want to come and jump on a bus or a car, we'd love to have them.
Sounds great. And can I ask what brought about this the orange and the purple colour?
Well, I can't take any credit for that. I wasn't there at the time. Obviously, somebody, Stephanie, who looks after our corporate services, was the driving force behind that. Obviously, the board felt that they needed a fresh image.
Yes,
certainly getting a lot of attention.
Oh, look! Just looking at the picture straight away, you can you look at it and you think, oh, yes, who's that?
Yeah,
whereas not detracting from your previous colours, as Sutherland Community Transport, this definitely is much more eye-catching.
Stands out in the crowd, doesn't it?
Oh, it's much more eye-catching, and people are going to be looking and think, oh, who are they?
Yeah. So, well, I think we're a really big organisation, but we're not that big.
Well, no, but you're big in spirit. That's
right.
That's the
correct.
most important thing, because you do wonderful work.
We've got about 3,000 clients that we sort of transport,
yes.
Whether in cars or buses.
And how far do you extend? Like you're within the Shire, but how far would you go, sort of, to pick people up?
Only in the Shire. We're only authorised to pick people up in the Shire.
In the Shire, right?
But we can take them out of the Shire.
Yes.
We can take them to a doctor's appointment in the city.
Yes.
Or we can take them
on a mystery trip.
On the buses go quite a way.
Yes.
So it's a matter of picking people up and getting them home in time. So we're sort of limited by that sort of time frame.
And that's Monday to Friday?
Monday to Friday.
Yes,
we operate on Monday to Friday.
That's wonderful. And so you're going to have 3 vehicles on display to the general public at Perryman Square. Now, where's Perryman Square?
Right near Hogsbreath. across the road from Northies.
Yes.
Right near North Cronulla Surf Club. So we'll have a car,
yes,
a minivan, and one of our buses that equipped. We also have them equipped with wheelchair access, of course.
Right.
And we have a trailer as well, a lock-up trailer. So any of those golf clubs or community groups or school groups that are looking for transport at the weekend, we can pretty much cater for any sort of organisation.
That's wonderful. And people can win a $100 gift voucher from Westfield Miranda.
That's right.
Tell them about that one.
Yeah, for the best photograph that's uploaded onto our Facebook page.
Yes. So you're right into social media, aren't you?
We have Kylie looks after our social media. She's big on that, and so we'll be judging that. We're also producing a video which will be uploaded onto YouTube at the end of the day, and Rotary Engadine is actually sponsoring that.
Okay.
And we do have a major sponsor in Ink Science who's done all the beautiful design work. So
that's wonderful.
They've come on board to help us as well.
That's wonderful. So how long have you actually been in this new, shall we say, this new image?
July, August last year.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's only new.
Okay.
This event's been about 6 months in the
making,
in the planning. So we've.
That's wonderful.
There's a route. If people go to the website, they'll be able to see the route that we're taking, and give us a wave as we go past. So hopefully we're not going to cause too much disruption to traffic on Saturday.
So you're going to depart Engadine Depot at 9:05 coming through Engadine Town, 9:30 coming down here through Gymea Village, Shopping Village, Southgate 9:45, 10 o'clock, Westfield Miranda, that's sort of going past Westfield, yes. Then 10 past the Caringbah shops and stopping at Cronulla Esplanade. Esplanade.
Down the bottom,
down the bottom.
I can't wait to see the video of the buses coming down the Kingsway towards the beach. Yeah,
that's going to be
if anybody's going to take a photograph, I reckon that's going to win the prize. Yeah.
Well, there you go, people. There's your tip. There's your tip off the man. So get down there and be standing near looking south, I suppose. No, north.
Well,
looking north as you're coming
looking down the hill with the ocean in the background.
Would be beautiful.
A great shot.
Yes.
I think we'll have big orange and purple centipede sort of.
Oh, I'm sure you will, and I can tell you now, Saturday, it's going to be a nice day. There's just going to be a light little shower creeping in, but I'd say you're in for a treat. So it looks terrific, and. Are you going to be handing out any sort of flyers?
We want people to come down, and we'll have a few little giveaways to give to people. But we want people to sort of crawl over the buses, have a look, particularly people that are carers or community groups that would like to rent them. We'll be sort of advising them, what the prices are, how to do that.
Yes. And are your buses all the same size, or they're different sizes?
We've got a 13-seater.
Yes.
And we've got the 23-seater. Obviously, if we have wheelchair access, they reduce the seating for that.
Yes, of course.
But obviously, the other thing we'd like to see on Saturday is potential volunteers, because we're always looking for volunteer car drivers, not just bus drivers, but we have a fleet of cars, so you don't have to.
So what sort of cars do you use?
We use. That's a good question. We've got a variety of cars, but
what would be
Odysseys, I think, are the main ones that we have.
Odyssey.
So they're sort of a bigger vehicle. They're easy to get in and out of.
They're bigger room for people to get in and out, for sure.
And some of them have wheelchair access, of course. So,
and then of course you've got clients that also have they're not the full wheelchair, but they're the walkers. Then the frames.
I know the buses. We've got High Aces and Mitsubishi Roses are the two main sort of vehicles that we've got. But
that's wonderful. That's
so we hope to get a lot of people down there, and
I hope you do too. It sounds like it's a wonderful opportunity, and you've got a beautiful brochure here that you've put together.
That's online, Gloria. So if people want to go to our website.
So would you like to tell them what your website is?
The website is Activus Transport, all one word. That's ACTIVUST, activustransport.org.au.
Fantastic. And how did you, well, you may not know this, but how did they come up with the name Activus?
Don't know.
You don't know?
No, that was before. Before I got involved.
Okay, so but you know,
I think what it does mean is active.
Yes.
So get out and about is what we're sort of trying to encourage people to get out and about.
Active us, we're
active us.
Yes, no, great. So if you do see the bus, it's white with sort of a purple stripe on the bottom and the orange circle with the big white A in the middle. So that's fantastic. We're just going to have a short little break, and we're just going to have a little song. And this song, and I think this is appropriate, Put a Smile on Your Face with Sweet, Sweet Smile by the Carpenters. Service.
That's right. Yeah.
But once they move into an aged care, they don't get that service.
No, Gloria, one of the issues that we've found, there was, since My Aged Care portal has been introduced, a lot of our clients that were perhaps living at home originally that we might have been looking after for a number of years have now transitioned to an aged care facility. We're no longer funded to be able to take those people unless they're living in an independent living centre.
Oh.
But if they go into high or medium care, then we're unable to...
so who takes those people around? Another?
Their daughter, their son... taxis, hire cars.
So that becomes in the private, sort of the private transportation.
Yeah. So we've been getting a lot of inquiries, and we've actually come up with what we think is maybe an interim solution where we can offer the aged care facilities a service.
Yes.
Obviously, it's not at the full subsidised rate, but at least it's something. It's something that's going to be cheaper than alternatives.
Of course.
And the other thing is too, a lot of these people are our old clients or existing clients,
and they know the drivers.
They know the drivers, and the drivers know them, and that sort of thing. So it's a bit of a gap in the process. So we're trying to fill that gap.
Yes.
And obviously, because we are government funded to do certain things, the funding only stretches so far.
Yes.
That's why we're sort of looking to hire our buses and that so that we can put more money back into supporting these types of operations. You know,
and by doing that, you can actually support them at the weekends by people hiring them for private.
So we hire our buses because they're just sitting in our depot.
Well, that's right.
We'd like them to get them out and about, but it's more important about serving the community.
For sure.
And trying to provide a 24/7 sort of service so that we don't just shut up shop on 4 o'clock on a Friday afternoon and say, well, too bad, we can't help you, or 6 o'clock at night, we can't help you. So we try to sort of work, on a number of projects that can help people.
That's great, isn't it? Because, there's always something, for people, like that, they go into these homes and yes, they do need, like, they may have to have regular medical appointments,
and not everybody's got a son or a daughter living around the corner.
That's exactly right.
We find a lot of people that have children living interstate or in another town or whatever.
Of course. And as you say, they've been your clients in the past, and due to their lifestyle, they've had to progress into these homes. That's I hope it can work for you. Because that is a big, that's a big area.
Well, we're certainly getting a lot of inquiries about it. So so it's early days, but
maybe the government might come along and help you a little bit more in that area.
Well, I think they've got to look at that gap. That's for sure.
Well, that's something that we have an ageing population, and it's an area that's not going to diminish. In fact, it's going to get bigger.
I think all the governments are expecting user to pay. I think that's the way it's sort of heading.
I think so. Which is a little bit disappointing, but that's life, isn't it? So, well, we're just going to have a quick little promo here, and then we'll just come back because I want to talk about some of your events coming up in March and following through. So we're just going to have these. Many people.
If people are interested in some of our social outings, they can go to the website. We produce a 2-month calendar.
Oh, great!
And people sort of need to book because they are quite popular.
I'm sure. Yes.
Some are more popular than others. So anybody that is a pensioner or over 65 eligible to make contact with us and get on one of our outing buses to
And that's what it's all about, isn't it? Getting together. And look, it's for some of these people, they look forward to these outings because that's the only outing they're going to have for maybe a week to a month or something like that. And it certainly is. It's their social outing, isn't it? Which is great.
And usually it's around about, I think, $10. It varies depending on the destination.
Yes.
But it's about a $10 sort of contribution to
That's
go on one of
great.
these outings, and usually there's a venue that subsidises or has quite inexpensive meals, and people can buy as little or as much as they like. So it's up to the individual what they choose to eat. I know St George Leagues Club is a very popular venue. I think we have about 800 or 1,000 people go there a year because they put on a show on a Tuesday. So,
okay.
So that's always a popular one.
Okay, they used to always have great shows. So they're coming back to putting shows on again.
Yeah, during the daytime, yeah.
Oh, that's great. Yeah. So,
I can't remember either the show's free or the meal's free.
Free.
They have to pay for one, but I'm not sure which one.
Oh, well, look, I'm sure for the pensioners, they would certainly, they'd enjoy that as their outing. So who's your general manager? Rosalind, is it?
Ros Morton. Ros has been here for quite a while.
Yes, yeah.
And there's quite a team of people that take all the bookings and
people forget that it's a lot of times it's those silent people behind the scenes that are doing all the booking and the logistics of it all.
And the drivers who give up their time, the volunteers.
Absolutely, yes.
The operation wouldn't function without volunteers. In fact, a lot of community organisations just wouldn't function without.
Well, we're a community organisation. We're a non-for-profit organisation, and each and every one of us here, right through to the general manager, which is myself, we're all volunteers, and you know what that's like, You spend many hours, I say to people, gee, I'd love $1 for every hour we've spent working here, but it's our contribution to the community.
My other hat is I'm also a volunteer chair. We run a 24-hour crisis centre in Sutherland for children, or not children, teenagers, 15 to 17. So we've been doing that for 5 years. So that's, we rely on a volunteer board to support the workers there.
And look, it's just amazing the work of volunteers, and as you say, community events just wouldn't happen without volunteers. So how long is this transport company? Like, I know originally the Sutherland.
So it's over.
How long's it been going?
I saw some old photos the other day. I think it goes back to the 50s or the 60s.
Really?
So it's been going for in one form or another.
Obviously,
there's been a lot of iterations and transformations along the way.
Oh, well. So, we'll be... we're just going to stop now for another little break, and we're going to actually have Nancy Sinatra. And there we had those boots are made for walking. Well, we don't need the boots. We should have had Convoy.
Convoy.
Rubber Duckies Convoy, because that's what's going to be happening. Well, Geoff, I'd like to thank you very much for taking time out of your busy day today to pop in and talk to our listeners about this. And I wish you well. I hope it goes really well. So people, get out there and make sure that you, even if you're just standing on the side of the road to watch the convoy go through. And so coming through Gymea Shopping Village will be 9:30, down at Southgate 9:45, Westfield Miranda 10 o'clock, 10 past 10 Caringbah Shops, and 25 past 10 down to the Cronulla Esplanade. So, and that will be the convoy of
Activus Transport.
Activus Transport. Well, thank you very much for coming in, Geoff, and all the very best with it.
Thanks very much, Gloria. Thanks for having us here. And hopefully we'll see a lot of people down at Perryman Square on Saturday.
Yes. Well, get down and just support the local community.
And if you need transport, then go online or give us a call.
What an opportunity on that day to come down and say, I need to get from here to there, So good time to do it. Well, thank you very much for
Gloria.
Coming in, and we're just going to go now to another little song.